Afternoon, tubers. Well, it's warmed up significantly, so we're going to try and see if the Farmall won't start. I already tried to roll it over, and it does roll over. And open the gas. Give her a little throttle. Set the spark straight out. Make sure it's in neutral. Pull the choke. And give her hell. This might be difficult one-handed. Let me take the choke off. Give it just a little bit. Got the spark to run. Oh, that's probably not good. Well, it doesn't have any gas in it, but that's really okay because we have a problem. Apparently the old hydraulic line has finally give out. It's been cracked. It's old and dry rotted, but it's leaking. So I can't raise the bucket up, so I can't drive it anyway. So now we'll have to probably get that line replaced, and they're expensive, so I don't know, maybe it'll just sit here for a while. But anyway, it did start actually relatively well. So anyway, we've got some other things to do. I'd like to see about getting the go-kart out. You stop. Got the Spitfire out last weekend. Today's Wednesday and the sun is shining. It's about 60, 62 out. It's nice. So the next step will be moving that junk out of the way and the old mattress, because I think it's probably easier to move that than to move that engine block. And I drove it up there, and I really don't want to move that engine block, but I don't know. It might fit through there. Probably pull it back. It's too muddy and it'll just spin. It's got no weight in the back end. But I will get some measurements and probably tow it down out of here, and then we'll get it running. Since there's only me, that's going to be a challenge, driving the tractor and steering that and not hitting anything, so I won't run the camera when I do that. But I'll get her towed down here and we'll see what we got. Well, tubers, there she is in all her glory. I got to replace the gas tank because that's leaking, and I don't like it anyway with a hole in the top. That's actually an old golf cart gas tank. Straight pipe. Of course, you got the official orange triangle for safety. I added these last year, grab handles, and so if you're sliding around on the seat, you don't fall out. Basically, I took an 86 Toyota pickup that had been rolled, cut the frame apart, and re-welded it back together with no drive shaft. Take the rear end through the universal, connected right to the rear of the transmission. Still has the torsion bar front suspension. Still has leaf spring rears. I want to do some work on the clutch. I'm not happy with how that works. That's a hydraulic clutch. It's got power brakes on her. It's a carburetor. It's a 22R, 2.4 liter, original radiator. This is actually irons out of a fireplace, but I thought they'd make a good crash bar for the radiator. Got a brand new fuel pump on her, new fuel lines. The passenger seat has a seat belt because there's nothing for you to grab a hold of. You just fall out. But the driver's got the steering wheel to hold on to. So I gotta find something for a gas tank. I might just stick the tubes in my gallon can and see if it'll roll over. Throw a battery in it, see if it'll roll over. It's got the original steering column in it, 4-speed manual. I don't know how much horsepower the motor had, but way too much for a go-kart. I know that. Before you know it, the back end's catching up with the front end. So there's that anyway. I'm gonna get some fuel around and crank her over and see if it won't start.